Hello, everyone. This is Tony Dizant, space rocker of the planet Earth, and today I'm going to continue with a new section that I just started, which is called the Daily Scoop. And basically, what I do here is I give you what's happening right here in the United States according to what they're telling us right here. And basically, I do this because I have a whole bunch of people that listen to my music, listen to my blogs, and they're overseas and they might not be able to see the news and the things that are happening here like we do. So, without further ado, I'm just going to get started today. There's an unfortunate incident today. I want to say my heart goes out to Mrs. Pelosi. That's a high ranking official here in the United States. Um, According to what's reported, that her husband was had an incident because he was on a wellness check. Apparently, some people came in there and they were checking him out. This is um, thing that they do over here for the elderly people, and they just investigating right now. But according to what they reported, is that the fellow that was checking him had a hammer, and Mr. Pelosi had a hammer, and they got into it, and so um, this fellow is arrested right now. It's too early to know what happened. Really, it just happened, but luckily, Mr. Pelosi is recovering from his injuries right now. Of course, we are having midterms elections here, and basically, there's been some incidents that are happening because of these midterms elections. It's very unfortunate because I've noticed that a lot of things happen in other countries when it comes to elections, a lot of incidents and a lot of unfortunate incidents because people get all emotional about these elections. And now I'm beginning to see a lot more of that happening right here in our own backyard, in our own United States. That's kind of unfortunate, but that's what's happening. Um, I was talking a little bit about it yesterday, and the cat is out of the bag. Mr. Elon Musk, Mr. Mr. Superman with a lot of kryptonite, um, is the owner of Twitter. He is the owner of Twitter, and I just mentioned it yesterday. This person acquired Twitter for a whopping amount of $44 billion. According to Mr. Musk, he is having Twitter. He is the chief in charge of Twitter because he wants to have people have a better opportunity of free speech. He wants people to say what's on their mind, and he wants a more, um, say, honest platform and where people can say, speak their mind, whatever they feel. And so he also came in there and say that, of course, this has to do with the law of the land. As long as you don't violate the law of the land, then you can say what you want, but there's not going to be any room for any of the hate speech or other, hate groups that go in there and just try to uh, put their agenda forward. So he mentioned that everyone's going to have a fair share in what they want to say, but you have to follow the law of the land, which is, I think, is good. And going along with this news right here, the other platform, which is very, very popular and is having some trouble, the Metaverse, or the company called Meta, formerly known as Facebook. Meta owns Facebook and Instagram. It's huge. They reported that it took a huge 25% plunge in their financial market. So, having a little trouble there. Um, Facebook is having a little trouble there, or Meta, or Metaverse, or whatever it is. So that's for one. In one place, everything is getting better, supposedly in Twitter, and then in Facebook, things are not happening, as they want. But these things go up and down, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, I think these platforms are here to stay. I don't see any of these platforms with billions of users going anywhere. So let's move on to another thing that they said, which is good news for a lot of people. And they said that the IRS is probably going to charge you less income tax this year. Of course, with the inflation and all the high prices and everything, that would be the end of it, if they want more money. But of course, you have to pay your taxes. But on the other hand, if you're paying tax, that means you're making money. If you're not paying tax, that means that you're making very little money. So uh, it's a you know it's a toss up there. Um, Good news along the way on the President Putin toning down on nuclear threats, and on the other hand, uh, North Korea has launched its 28th missile test. So we are living, unfortunately, in a dangerous world right now. That's for sure. But I'm hopefully optimistic. I'm always hopefully optimistic that all these things are threats and that they're not really gonna do what they say they're gonna do as far as, carrying on a nuclear strike. So, you know, we have to hope for the best and have these people have better guidance, and somebody needs to eliminate some of these people because they up here it seems like they're a little bit uneven. Let's say it that way. Uneven. Let's say it lightly. They're a little bit uneven. So, another thing that happened today, and I know that a whole bunch of sports fans always look at these things. We have a Superman, sportsman, Mr. Brady. He announced that he is getting a divorce with his wife and that they're gonna share custody and raise their kids. So unfortunately, you know, nobody's perfect. And 13 years is these days is a long time. It used to be where people stayed together for 40, 50 years, but that usually doesn't happen anymore, unfortunately. So, yep, good luck to Mr. Brady and his family, and hope for the best on that one. Always going back and forth in the fight with Ukraine, saying that Ukraine has a dirty bomb. Okay, Russia's saying that Ukraine has a dirty bomb. Ukraine saying we don't have a dirty bomb. The Russians are the ones that have the dirty bomb. So they're still haggling with that one. Hopefully, nobody will detonate no dirty bomb anywhere, and things are gonna get better pretty soon. I'm hoping. Now, on one of the icons of music, sort of like an Elvis Presley um, or any of the greats, Jerry Lee Lewis died at the age of 87. They said he went through a lot of different health battles in the last 20 years, but this was a great man that played the piano and sang, and he um, had a lot of energy, and he made a lot of hits, including his famous hits. His famous hit, Great Balls of Fire. I'm sure that everybody has heard uh, Jerry Lee Lewis, Great Balls of Fire. And my heart goes out to his family, and luckily we had him for all those years making all that good music. And so, with this one, I want to say hi to everybody. I want to say hi to all the people around the world that follow my music and follow my videos. I know who you are, and I really appreciate it. This is Tony Dizant, space rocker of the planet Earth, still living in this beautiful planet called Earth. Today, on a beautiful day, I'll see you on my next video.